Look, I'm just eating what is served at the restaurant. And I know some of you guys don't like that, but there's nothing, I can't change who he's going to fight, who Floyd's going to fight. I can't do nothing about that. Yeah, so this is not the video to go off on tangents. If you go off on tangents, I'm going to strike your comment off. I just want to stick to the facts. We can do a separate video and you can say who you prefer to see rather than Khan and Maidana. We can do that. But right now, let's deal with what's happening. In my opinion, Marcus Maidana should get the fight, because Khan cannot live off the win that he had against Maidana. Maidana has progressed with his career. He's had his setbacks. And here is where he's at today. WBA champion. Amir Khan is regressing as a fighter. Let's get that straight. He's regressing. I predicted Julio Diaz to give him hell. I was the only one who did. And I was right. He nearly lost the fight. He got floored, got rocked on a couple of occasions. He didn't look good against that Molina guy he was fighting. Didn't look good in that. Khan hasn't really had a standout win for a long time. He got blown out by Garcia. In hindsight, you could say with the scorecards and with Peterson's drug tests, he was a little unlucky to come out with a W there. Maidana, as we know, defeated Broner on points. Great strategy, did what he had to do. Took the unbeaten fighters record. Broner was a commodity in the game with a belt. We can moan about statistics all day, but here's the facts. When you get them high-profile fights, you have to show up, and Maidana showed up. Khan didn't show up against Garcia. Let's face it, neither are elite fighters. Neither Khan or Maidana are elite fighters. Khan can't really say that he's much superior in terms of recent form than Maidana. He just can't. There's nothing there to suggest that. And I'm just thinking, what can you salvage out of the two opponents? People talk about Khan's speed. Diaz seemed to be coping quite relatively well with his speed. His speed is good, but Khan can become quite predictable. Himself, he can. Paul McCluskey worked out his rhythms fairly well. And McCluskey's no well beater. Khan can't play chess with Mayweather because Khan is not really a single shot picker. He throws flurries. He doesn't use lateral movement while being stationary as defense. He uses his feet. He doesn't use his body, shoulder, forearms, elbows, etc., to block and maneuver his opponent up close. So he's always having to move and reset to punch. He doesn't really use lateral movement as defense while he's stationary. He's going to try and use his feet to get away from Floyd when the exchanges get too hot. Floyd will probably walk him down. The lack of stationary defense is going to get him hit by leads and jabs, quick counters, while Khan is trying to move away or reset. Floyd's going to throw the more precise punches and deconstruct him. Khan is not a big hitter at junior welterweight. I think the only stoppage at world level he has at junior welterweight was against Judah, and that's a toss-up whether you think it was a low shot or not. He's never fought at welterweight. Maidana has the heads up on him on that. He's had more welterweight fights than Khan. Could be quite an ugly mesh of styles as well. Could be. It could well be. I think in today's climate where you guys are intoxicated by KOs, the best sell is the power-punching Maidana. Gambling to see if he can land one bomb on Floyd's chin and take him out. Rather than Khan trying to pit his wits and his skills and outbox Mayweather. It's just very unlikely. I'd rather see the guy with the current form, the puncher, who's won his belt, fair and square, come in as a big underdog and try and overturn the odds with one big shot. That's what I'd like to see. And in the process, Mayweather will give us a demonstration on how you deal with a big puncher and expose what Broner couldn't do and what he should have did. They're the scenarios I'd rather. So, with that being said, it's your boy Beats.